Capstone 3 is on ocean acidification in South America. One of the major differences in terms of the effects of climate change on land compared to the oceans is ocean acidification. CO2 derived from human activities, also known as anthropogenic CO2, enters the oceans and turns it into carbonic acid due to chemical reactions. This influx of carbonic acid acidifies the water, thus lowering the overall pH. This acidification of the ocean has a large impact on marine species that are dependent on calcium carbonate, such as plankton, shellfish, corals, and others. These species are referred to as calcifers, and ocean acidification makes it difficult for these animals to build their shells. Ocean acidification does not only affect calcium carbonate-dependent species. Acidification has the potential to affect a diverse array of marine species, either directly or indirectly, and will likely disturb food webs and fisheries. Average catch potential is projected to drop 40 to 60% in the tropics and in the Antarctica by the 2050s relative to the 2000s. This highlights high vulnerabilities in the economies of tropical coastal countries. 400 million people depend on fish for their main source of food. Regions such as Africa and Latin America are highly dependent on their fisheries. The projected drop in catch potential for these regions will be especially devastating to the local populations. Changes resulting from ocean acidification are projected to straddle economic zones, perturb international fishery agreements, and cause excessive exploitation. Millions of people rely on fish and other seafood for their food security. The poorest fishers and others dependent on fisheries and subsistence aquaculture will be the most vulnerable to these changes. Studies show that the least developed countries were also among the most vulnerable to climate change's impact on their fisheries, including Peru and Colombia in South America, among others. Vulnerability in the study was considered based on exposure to the physical effects of climate change, the sensitivity of the country to impacts on fisheries, and the adaptive capacity within the country.